Hello everyone, I am back. Now, today I'm not going to be talking about another controversial topic, and probably won't be for a little while at the least. What I wanted to talk about today was something that I follow, I pay attention to, and I've really always wanted to make a YouTube video about, but really have never gotten around to it, and it's WWE. More importantly, last night, there was a big pay-per-view of which that's pretty much what I'm going to be talking about solely. But yeah, WWE. Just in case some of you, probably many of you, don't know, I'm a very, well, I shouldn't say very. I'm a decently big wrestling fan. Like, I typically will try to catch Raw every Monday night. I haven't watched SmackDown though in a few years even. But I try to watch ROH, Ring of Honor, as much as I can. And I don't even bother with TNA because storylines are just pure crap. Wrestling's good, but storylines are horrible. So, yeah, like I said, pay-per-view happened last night. And I was looking up the photos on WWE.com. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Ugh, sorry you guys had to see that. My apologies. So yeah. So that's pretty much one of the biggest reasons that I've been gone for a while, is because I've been sick and I just haven't felt up to making a YouTube video. So let's jump right into this. Dive in head first. WWE TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Big pay-per-view. Well, I shouldn't say big. It's crapshoot of a pay-per-view. But anyways, I tend to ramble. I'm sorry, which is why I love my movie maker. I can just pause it and then rejoin it, regroup, and crap. I'm rambling right now. Alright, let's just dive into this. First off, I'm just gonna go top to bottom on the match card on WWE.com because I could not afford to watch this myself. So, first off, we have the Divas Championship match: Beth Phoenix versus Kelly Kelly. And Beth Phoenix defeats Kelly Kelly. Shock or shock. I didn't even look at the pictures for that. I mean, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's Divas, you're gay. You didn't look at chicks fighting." It's like, I'm a wrestling fan, bro. But anyways, let's move on to the WWE Tag Team Championship match: Air Boom, which is a team of Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston, against Primo and Epico, which I guess are a new tag team coming out, which is kind of cool that WWE is starting to do things with different tag teams. Hopefully they do it and regain the strength the tag team division once had in WWE, because now it's just Air Boom, which a little while ago Evan Bourne was suspended and Kofi Kingston went, he became what's called a jobber, in case you don't know, which is basically means they go out for a match and they're supposed to get the holy hell beaten out of them. So yeah. And Air Boom defeats Primo and Epico. Not really anything surprising, nothing big, of course. But let's move on to the Intercontinental Championship match: Cody Rhodes against Booker T. And I will be right back because I now have a text message. So one sec. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go eat some dinner. So, where was I? I believe I was at the Cody Rhodes Booker T match. Alright, so this one I did actually take a minute to look at the pictures of it. And it was an Intercontinental Championship match. And of course, as everyone expected, Cody Rhodes beats Booker T. And I looked at the match though, It looked like Booker T. Now remember, I looked at pictures. I didn't see the live event. I haven't looked at any videos, so I'm just going off of speculation. Booker T looked very strong from what I've seen and have read. It looks like maybe he'll come back for a little fling or something. Maybe even more. Maybe he'll come back out of retirement. But he is getting pretty old. But yeah, as everyone expected, Cody Rhodes beats Booker T. And then in a match I did not care about, and really, this is a filler match, and this is a pay-per-view, and there shouldn't be filler matches. But this match was a filler match. Sheamus, the Great White, in case you don't know, pretty much you'll know who he is as soon as you see him. But you pretty much all you have to do, watch WWE Monday Night Raw beginning to end, and you will find that there's this man, all white. He's really pasty. He's all white, red ginger hair. Like, this guy is a mayo bottle that got a little bit of ketchup on top. That's literally what he looks like. But, and he's called the Great White. He's just this massive beast, destroys everyone in his path. And speaking of destroying everyone in his path, he destroys Jack Swagger. Woohoo! That's a bad match idea. But I digress. Next match, Randy Orton defeats Wade Barrett in a tables match. Now this isn't a filler match because this is going along with one of the storylines. Stemming back from, yes, I have a stuffed dog. Shut up. Stemming back from, I believe it was Survivor Series, where they were both captains of the two teams that fought in the traditional Survivor Series tag match. So Randy Orton beats Wade Barrett, and I tried to look at the pictures of this, but they didn't load. So I'm wondering if the pictures were up or if they're going up now. So I'll probably check on that later. But yeah, from what I could see, I saw one picture. That one picture was of Randy Orton sitting and Wade Barrett through a table. That's yeah, that's it. So next match on the card is Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler. This is for the United States Championship. Now, if you don't know, Zack Ryder has been petitioning for about a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months. I've completely lost track. This whole thing is like huge. And Zack Ryder's been petitioning to get himself a U.S. title shot for Dolph Ziggler's U.S. title, which is really, really, really funny when you think about it, because the United States Championship and even the Intercontinental Championship that was defended earlier, they are meaningless. Alright, they're supposed to be the stepping stones. Alright, here's the WWE ladder start to finish. Go into development, maybe in FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, or some developmental stage. You come in as a rookie. You just start, you're starting to face some of the rookies. You're the people who are like in the first match, typically. And then you get a little bit higher, you get mid card. Then you start setting your sights on, U.S. title, Intercontinental title, U.S. title, Intercontinental champion. Or no, sorry, #1 contender for those titles, champion. Lose it but still look strong, and now you're going after the big time. You're going after the big time championships, which is what we're going to get to later on. The WWE and the World Heavyweight titles. So, you start battling for them, #1 contender. You reach the top. Now you're with the big dogs. You're the WWE champion. You're the World Heavyweight champion. And then you're up here. You're a legend. You're famed. You go down in the record books as one of the greatest superstars of all time. Retire, and then, depending on the person, you may come back in every so often, appear for different matches. Kind of like Booker T did And you know, he would always say he was a five-time WCW champion or something. He was pretty cool. Booker T's a pretty cool guy, I must say. But so with the help of the Rider Revolution, the Long Island IC, the Broski of the Week from the LI, Zack Ryder pumps Dolph Ziggler's face and becomes the new United States Champion. And if you watch the True Long Island Story, a show on YouTube with Zack Ryder, you know all those little idioms I just referred to. If you did not, please go check it out, or you will be clueless. I'll probably post a link in the description at a later date, or I just might not do it because I'm lazy. I'm lazy like that. But next up we have the opponents I understand. The match I do not. It is the world's first WWE first sledgehammer ladder match. I don't know if it's ever been done before, and you know, some other area like TNA or Ring of Honor or New Japan Pro Wrestling or some other global thing. Sorry, Wrestling Corporation. I'm very tired. Sorry, I'm making this video at 8:12 p.m. Sorry. But anyways, sledgehammer ladder match. Basically, the basis of this is just like any regular ladder match, where the title is suspended over the ring, except this time it is a sledgehammer, not a title, and you actually have to pin your opponent. The sledgehammer is suspended. Someone, if either Kevin Nash or Triple H, can climb the ladder, retrieve the sledgehammer, they can use it on their opponents. Which really, if you were smart, there's probably 50 sledgehammers under the ring. But we don't have time for rational solutions. Plus, there's 50 other weapons. There's chairs, there's tables, there's ladders, there's chairs. I've said chairs twice, but if you've ever played SmackDown vs. Raw, you know, four-sided ring, chair, 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 sledgehammer. That's literally what the WWE games are all about, but that's a totally different story, and I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. So, I was able to look at the pictures for this. In the beginning, Kevin Nash looked very strong. He even choke slammed Triple H, and Kevin Nash is a pretty tall guy. He'd have some trouble standing up in my room right now. He'd be he's pretty tough. He would have some trouble getting into my room for starters, which is kind of why I like my room, because I don't like Kevin Nash in my room, because he's old. Anyways, so Triple H though does climb the ladder, retrieves a sledgehammer, and lays waste to Kevin Nash. I mean, he's just blowing blows after blow. Now, you're probably wondering, well, you might be wondering, what caused this match? Well, about a month ago, I believe it was, maybe 2 months, Kevin Nash attacked Triple H with a sledgehammer and put him out of action. So, you know, Triple H comes back and is like, oh, I'm gonna face you in a sledgehammer ladder match, blah blah blah. He just comes back and goes off on a tangent on him. It's like, whatever, bruh. And so yeah, that match goes down. Triple H beats Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash has to be carted out on a stretcher, which really, at his old age, I mean, with his old age, I'm actually kind of wondering if it was real or fake. But that's besides the point. Next match on the card, I think this one was actually the main event, but it doesn't say it was the main event. I digress. The WWE Championship match. WWE Champion CM Punk versus The Miz versus Alberto Del Rio in the first ever Triple Threat TLC match. Basically what this is, it is a TLC match, a tables, ladders, and chairs match, where not only are tables, ladders, and chairs legal along with everything else. Alright, let me just pause for a moment. Whenever there's a chairs match or tables match or ladders match, they say, oh, ladders are legal, and everything else isn't. It's a no DQ match with certain stipulations. I really wish they would just get that down. It really grinds my gears. And yes, I know I just quoted Family Guy, but shut up. So, yeah, so what ends up happening, CM Punk virtually in control most of the match. It was a very good match from the pictures I saw. And yes, I did look up pictures, as did I for the Zack Ryder Dolph Ziggler match and the Triple H Kevin Nash match. But nah, I won't get into that. It's not relevant. But yeah, CM Punk's just laying waste. You know, he's smacking people with chairs, this, that, and the other, and then out of nowhere he gets put through a table, and Alberto Del Rio gets the upper hand and gets him in a cross arm breaker through with a chair involved. So, you know, like, he's got the chair all positioned like he is punching on his arm, and he's wrenching on his arm. It's virtually impossible for CM Punk to get out of it. So he's out for a little while. And then, you know, The Miz and Alberto Del Rio are fighting for a little bit. You know, they keep going back and forth. CM Punk gets back to the ring, and The Miz handcuffs him to the ropes. He's actually handcuffed to a turnbuckle. So where The Miz got these handcuffs, I have no idea. That's besides the point. So Alberto Del Rio and The Miz are fighting for a little bit, and it gets to the point where there's this really, I shouldn't say really cool. It's a nice spot. The Miz is up here, Alberto Del Rio's up here, championship's right here. They've got to get each other down. So you know the other's down. Oh, I got the title, ha ha ha. CM Punk's over here, handcuffed. He unlodges the turnbuckle. That's it, like, drove it into the steel post. He unlodges that. Miz, you know, and Del Rio are up here. They're on their ladder. CM Punk's on the smaller ladder up here. But whatever. So CM Punk climbs up the smaller ladder, gets the Miz off, kicks Del Rio in the head. He falls. CM Punk's like, woohoo! And he grabs the championship and wins. Really cool match. CM Punk looks incredibly strong. Almost looks like a Super Cena. Thing between CM Punk and Cena, personally. Sorry. CM Punk has a lot more moves in his repertoire. He's a much more agile athlete, and he doesn't just have a 5 moves of doom, which for Cena is basically a shoulder block, clothesline, protoplex, which is like kind of like a back slam, 5-knuckle shuffle, and then the 5th, the AA, the attitude adjustment, his finisher. Those are his 5 moves of doom. Blah 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 blah. Whoop-de-doo. So, CM Punk prevails, looks incredibly strong, and it does look like he is the best in the world at this point. Next up, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match with Big Show versus Mark Henry. Very good back and forth match. Now, obviously, 2 larger men, you can't really have a ladders match or a tables match because it might go on for a little while. So what do? They decide to make it a chairs match, where not only are chairs legal, they're encouraged. So actually what happens before the match, Big Show goes around on the outside. You know, there's a bunch of chairs set up, and he just picks them up, tosses them into the ring, toss. Then he comes in with a chair, and so the match resumes. There's Mark Henry and Big Show going back and forth, trading blows, looking like a pretty good match. Then Big Show gets the upper hand. Bam! hits Mark Henry. 1, 2, 3. Big Show, new World Heavyweight Champion. Mark Henry gets up, pissed. During Big Show's celebration, he attacks Big Show. Daniel Bryan. Now, in case you don't know, over the summer there was a pay-per-view called Money in the Bank, which is basically where there's a SmackDown Money in the Bank and a Raw Money in the Bank. The Raw Money in the Bank winner was Alberto Del Rio. Now, alright, let me explain what Money in the Bank is first. Money in the Bank is, at least it used to be a 6-man ladder match. I think now it's 8, but it's like a 6 to 8 man ladder match. And what happens is someone has to climb the ladder, unhook a briefcase, and inside that briefcase is a contract for that superstar. At any moment in time, he can run into the ring, hand the briefcase to the ref, and say, match right now for a title. At any moment in time, he could blindside him on the streets of New York City. There's a ref right there. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Champion. New champion. So, of course, Big Show, he's out like a light. So, of course, Daniel Bryan hits the briefcase, jumps on top of him. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan gets his first title reign of his career. So, okay, let me check on time real quick. Long video. But, anyways, yeah. So, overall, it's a decent pay-per-view. Nothing too good. Of course, a lot of really good moments. A lot of things that are just going to be trending on Twitter. Trending worldwide. And, they were probably trending in a matter of seconds when they happen. There are a couple really good things, like I said, the Triple Threat TLC match with CM Punk, The Miz, and Alberto Del Rio. That was a really, really nice spot at the end. And Zack Ryder finally getting his title. And so I will see you next time for whatever I have up my sleeve. I will talk to you later. Bye.